Hello guys and welcome to another video. Today we are gonna show you all the weakauras and stuff that you've been asking for, PLATER profiles, details, and so on and so on. So first of all, I can show you my details here. This is called the War Within skin. It is a plug-in skin that you download on CurseForge, and then you type details options. There we go. And then you go into skins, and then you select it from skins. You'll have it here marked with a blue color, and then your details will look like this. It looks really nice. One of the benefits that I like is that it has no background and looks really clean. The downside is that the lines are very thick with like 3Cs compared to normal details, which hinders the information a bit, but you can always look. You shouldn't. This is mostly for my stream's sake. I generally try not to look at details too much during hard raid encounters and boss fights. So here we have the weakauras. It will tell you when your poisons are done. There will be like two little poison icons. Then you'll need to apply your lethal and your utility poison, other poison, non-lethal poison, or what you want. Here we have some essentials. Slice and dice is left from behind, because like slice and dice is like, or left from the past is kind of meh. And I like having it. Makes me feel like the good old rogue. I'm keeping my slice and dice uptime. This isn't really needed. We have our Rupture, we have our Shadowlands, Symbols, Secret Tech, and our Shadowblades. And along with Flat, Vanish, and Thistle Tea, and Cold Blood cooldowns will all show up here. So our major cooldowns. The biggest thing here that is for the sub-rogues is the coup de grace counter. So I made a little modification to this. So when it counts up, and when it's like at 3 stacks, then it will show a little ring around it that's like, hey, cool, you're soon to have a coup de grace. So it's really easy to distinguish. And it will keep counting up. We count up, we count up. There's 2. There's 3, and there's 4. So see, now there's no like glow, but the dotted line is still there, even though on 4 stacks. If the glow isn't there, that means that you do not have a target that have phased, which is our trickster talent thing. And if it isn't phased and you send a coup de grace, you don't get your 5 flawless form stacks, which is significantly gonna ruin your DPS if you miss out on those. So that is why that is there. And to press your finishers without wasting a coup de grace, you simply just press either Rupture or Black Powder in single target until you have phased on the target again. And that is just the way that works. Then I'll go to the Assassination. I haven't played Outlaw, and I haven't set up the Outlaw weakauras or anything. If you really, really want me to, then let me know. I'll do it for you and update it. But otherwise, we're not going to go over in this video here. It will also take too long. So here, you can see we don't have poisons. Cool, we get poisons on. And right now, I'm in my PvP challenge because that shows almost everything there is to know. We have our major things to track here. I have another weakaura up here to track my coins. I also have the amount of find weakness targets weakaura. I will link that to you as well. So, it shows, most importantly, our kingsbane. And it also does indeed show on your kingsbane when it's time to send the second ship. So kingsbane will go green once like there's 7 seconds left, or 8 seconds left to send the second kingsbane. With foresight, you want to send it a couple of seconds before, so you make sure you have all the uptime up. And that is pretty much the weakauras and the explanation. There was a few things here that I felt like needed explanation in order to go like, why does it do that, and what does that mean? So now you know, green kingsbane is Shiv, and your coup de grace without a glow is don't press coup de grace. And also I've added the kingsbane stacks below so you can keep easier track of that. Then there is some macros, right? I have this. I have a target focus macro. With that target focus macro, I have some other things here. I have basically my kingsbane. I've added /focus to that. So, if I go to a target, let's just take this PP dummy over here, and I kingsbane it. Right. I also have that to a ambush that sets it as focus. And that means that the target that is my focus target, I can easily go back to after I go over here. And let's say we go over here. We kick this guy here, and then we press, my case, Alt 6. And then I have my target back here, and I can go back and hit my caustic spatter and focus target and stack kingsbane and all that good jazz. Whatever we might want to do. The same goes for Subtlety. I just have it on my flagellation, and I still have the same target focus macro. For other macros that I use, this is pretty much it. I use some macros that cast Deathmark and use a trinket. I do the same with Shadowblades. My Shadowblade macros is a bit different because I am playing double and use trinket right now. So I actually have Shadowblades, and I have all the triggers that I might want to press in the order that I might want to press them. So if I use Ritual Force for the first Shadowblades, and I use Netherprism for the next one, I make sure Netherprism is below. If you do this though, this only works if you are casting on cooldown. Otherwise, you're gonna be stacking up your Netherprism, your Forge comes off cooldown, and you're gonna be sending Forge again. You don't want to do that. So we do the thing. And if we have Netherprism stacks, we just simply have Netherprism keybinded, press Netherprism, and then press the macro, because then Forge will be on cooldown for 20 seconds, and we'll still use our Netherprism stacks. Another good way to do this is having 2 Shadowblades macros, one with Netherprism and one with Forge, and you just alternate which one you press. But ideally, either way is fine, as long as you press the right one at the right time. So, for the last thing here, it is the PLATER profile. The PLATER profile that a lot of you have been asked to is actually not mine. I've stolen it. I have decided not to make a PLATER profile because Vesperal TV here on YouTube and Twitch made an amazing PLATER profile that you should go and grab. It will be found on his Discord. I will not be putting it up anywhere. I'll put a link to some of his stuff where you can find it down below as well, along with all the other things. I'll upload the weakauras to the Wago and make sure everything is available up there, and I'll put it in the description of this video. Once again, thank you very much for watching. I'm Killer Chris. They fixed the... Really, I haven't showered today. Slept like ass. Right Content creator who?
Oh, that's actually awesome.
You on the live stream. And when you're done watching this video here,
scaffolding.
Check out another one. Hey, that really helped me out. You can also check both the Azer guide and the subroom guide. I'll put them here at the end.
Shit like that is stuff that just will be super annoying if you leave it up for too long.
If there's some changes, especially if there's some changes you want to see to the weakauras or the things, I'll be happy to make them. I do have a bit of programming experience.
All right, let's see. Hope we can get this architect down here before we get another scaffolding.
So, if there's something you would like, I would be happy to try and look into it. Maybe I'll do some weakauras stuff. Get into weakauras a bit. I haven't worked a whole lot with Lua scripts.
Yeah, we have CDs coming up. Obviously, there's no reason